When you need data from two different sources and you're stuck doing VLOOKUPs to match them, that's sort of annoying. Hey everyone, it's EC and welcome to Automate Your Job. I've been using Google Apps Scripts for some time now and I've barely written any code. I just prompt ChatGPT and it handles it for me. And in today's video, I'll be showing you how to merge data from two different sources automatically. Let's jump in. All right, so here's what I do. I have two spreadsheets. One is the customer sheet and the other is the sales data sheet here. So we have the customer ID, name, region, and we on the customer sheet, and then on the sales data sheet, we have the customer ID, the date, the product, and the amount. So we want to merge both of them on the customer ID. What you usually have to do is to import one of the sheets into the other using import range, and then you do a VLOOKUP. But just to make this automated so you don't have to constantly do that, what you need to do is you can choose any of the sheets that you'd like, and then you go to extensions. I'm using the sales data, but you can use any of the sheets that you prefer, and then click on app script. So this comes up. Here is already named as sales customer, but usually you would have to name it. You have it as unknown project here. And then if I click on plus, I'll have the script. But if you've never used app script before, it will just show you untitled or named, and then you'd have to input the information there. I'm going to grab my script and then I'm going to go to ChatGPT. You can see that it's not logged in and you don't have to stick to ChatGPT. You can use any other large language model like Claude or Gemini, depending on you. You paste it. This is going to be shared with you. Once you've pasted it, you need to update it. For me, my spreadsheet, the sheet in each of them, I put the sheet name. So you have to change that to yours and then also update the column names on the prompt that you have. Click on enter and then ChatGPT will just generate something for me. So let's just give it a moment. So once it's done that, it will explain to you what it has done. So this would also be automated. It would run every day, so you don't constantly have to come back to it and then run a VLOOKUP or anything like that. It will just be done every day for you automatically. We just need to copy the code here and go back to app script. This is basically JavaScript, so you don't really need to learn how to code or anything. You just need to learn how to prompt properly and ChatGPT will provide you with what you want. And there we go. So here you can see it says paste the spreadsheet ID here, paste the spreadsheet ID here. But you need to be very careful here because it says sales data spreadsheet. So you have to paste the right spreadsheet ID in each of these. So I'll go to the sales spreadsheet first and then I'll copy. ID is basically the alphanumeric digit here, just in the middle. So that's what you copy from your URL, right? I'll just copy it properly now. There we are. And then I'll go back here and I'll paste it just right here. I'll do the same thing for the customer info spreadsheet as well. So I'll copy just the ID of the sheet and then paste it here. So once that is all done, I'll go ahead to save. So save project to drive and then just give it a couple of minutes or seconds and then you should be able to run it. So I'll just click on run here. So remember that we didn't have any other sheets here or here. And what we want back is a sheet called merge data. So let's run this. It gives you all the comments. Usually if you've never used AppScript before, there'll be an authorization that will come up. You just need to accept it. It's going to show you unsafe. I'll show you the result of this first and then I'll probably go back to show you the authorization bit. So you can see here that it has now merged the information here on the customer sheet with the information on the sales data sheet, and then we have it here merged correctly. So you don't have to stress or write any other formulas. You just need to prompt and you'll be able to get this. In terms of the other thing I said, I'm going to see if it works for me because I've used AppScript multiple times. I'm not sure if that's where the problem is. Let me try it on the other sheet and see if anything will change. So let's go to extensions, let's go to AppScript, and usually this would be what you get. Then I'll Control A or Command A depending, and then paste. Then I have everything correctly here. I'm hoping that it comes up with that information. So let's save this project to drive and let's run. So it comes up with the authorization required here. This is what you get if it's your first time using it. So review permissions and then choose an account, which is your account. Then it says Google hasn't verified this app. And then you go to untitled project unsafe. It's just Google making sure that everything is all right. But honestly, it's nothing to worry about. So I selected all and then continue. And there we go. Gives us the same information. If I go to this as well, you get the same information. That's basically it. The prompt is going to be in the description of this video as well. If you have a larger data set, this would usually take you a couple of minutes with like importing the data to the other sheet and then doing VLOOKUPs. But this is now done automatically for you. Just a quick reminder, I use sales and customer data here, but you can adapt this prompt for whatever data sources you're working with. Just describe your sheet, what you need merged, and it will do that for you. If you're finding these videos helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or follow depending on the platform that you're on. I'll see you tomorrow.